Hey guys, Mike coming back again. As I said earlier, I'd been doing a lot of deals here lately, and this one came up with a buddy of mine that many of you know by the name of Sean Teaford. Um, he was a huge Greenberg collector like Brian and I, and became a good friend. And he recently, well, I guess it's been a little while now, decided to stop collecting Greenberg and focus on a few other players that he liked. And he's slowly been selling off his collection. He has a magnificent collection of Hank stuff. I mean, really top notch. And we talked recently about some photos. As you all know, I'm crazy about my photos. And we worked out a deal for a handful of them. And he said, "Well, I tell you what, we'll do this amount, and I'm gonna throw in some other stuff for you." And I got those two boxes there in the mail the other day, and I was gonna do this live, but I knew they were heavy and had a lot of stuff in them, and I just didn't want to do like an hour video going through all this stuff because I've been sitting here looking through it for about an hour and a half now, and it's just blowing me away. Sean, thank you so much for the kind notes and the card. Um, you're a good friend, and I wish you all the best in all your future. Um, and thank you for this deal we worked out, and for all this extra. I can't thank you enough. Like I said, I treasure your friendship, and I hope maybe I can help you with your collection down the road here. Um, but thank you so much. It was above and beyond as usual for you. You're very generous. And I just want to show this to everybody. I mean, it's just amazing how much you had for Hank. Even had a few Johnny pieces. This is a set of Reds photos released. I don't know when that came out. It's been a while. There's a whole Reds team in there. And then on the back, there's a bench poster from, I think, 1970 or 71. So thank you for those extras. He threw in a book on Hank, which I don't know if I have this one or not. I've got a few, but it's very cool. Thank you so much. The starting lineup of Hanks. And I don't know if I have that or not. I haven't. I've seen the figure for sale a few times on eBay, but this is the unopened package, so that's really, really cool. And something else, these plaques. These are large wooden plaques with a metal top on them, with a recreation of the Detroit Free Press's newspapers the day after the Tigers won their two world championships while Hank was there. This is 1935, and this one is 1945. These are really, really cool. I like these a lot. Very heavy, so I know what was weighing down the box on that side. I love those. Those are really neat. He sent me a bunch of Ginter stuff. I won't go through all of them, but there's quite a few. There's the regular Ginter. There's a bunch of chrome down here at the bottom. This set here was made in. What's funny about a lot of this stuff is Brian and Sean and I have been friends for some time, and we watch each other add to our collections. Now this one is a set that came out in, I think, 95, or let's see here. Yeah, JSW 1995. That's kind of a off-brand that you didn't hear too much about. They did a bunch of different players, but I remember when Sean bought this, somebody put on there like the printing plate proofs for all these cards. I remember Sean worked out a deal and got all of them just about. I mean, it's just crazy. This is a proof card, not the metal printing plate, but that's just a proof. And then he got all these printing plates. I think he bought them all at one time. Sean, you can correct me. But I remember you got a bunch of them at one time. So thank you so much for that. I remember now, I bought some photos, a handful of photos, and then the rest I just kind of said, he said, I'll make you a surprise package. So this is all surprise stuff and very surprising. Um, these are some early photos out of like Spalding's baseball guides. This is from 1934. We'll keep this one out because you might see this again. I think so. 1935. There's all kinds of little clippings from the 30s. I love that kind of stuff too. These are some. This is a card I remember being on eBay for a while, and Sean finally bought it. I thought about it many times. This is not a actual Allen and Ginter's. This is a fantasy piece someone made, and it's numbered 3 out of 5. But it's one of the coolest ones I've ever seen. It's got Hank as a pirate, which is 1 year, 47. And somebody made these cards, and just the quality. I mean, this looks like it could be out of a Ginter set. It's that good. And I always, when Sean bought it, I always thought, wow, I wish I got that one. And his generosity, he's giving it to me now. It's part of the deal. Thank you, Sean, for that. There's some artist proofs. Let's see. Rosales art. Really good stuff. I mean, look at these. The stamps. Just like me, he collected about everything. There's a reproduction of a tobacco card. This is the Helmar you see all the time for different players on eBay. 2015. Very cool. I've never seen one of those in person. And some other pieces. So very cool. Go over to this side. He's got 2 packs of Conlon cards. One with Hank on the front and one with Hank on the back. And he even has a printing plate of one of the Conlon cards. So that is very cool. I don't have any of those, I don't believe. He has this Topps wax pack, or not wax pack, but cello pack, with Hank's 1985 card from being an 84 honorary captain at the All-Star game. Very nice. With Dennis Eckersley on it and Rusty Staub. Love it. 2 sealed Jewish Major Leaguer sets. One from 2008, which was the 75th anniversary of Hank. And then another update set from 2009. These are unopened, so that's really cool. And he sent me an autographed card. Awesome. Some more stuff. This is a historic autographs, I believe. Sorry for the lighting. It's raining here. This is the magenta back, which is short printed. I think these are really neat. They're not real dog tags, but it's a picture of Hank in the service with a metal dog tag into the card. Really cool. Some more Topps. This is a promotion for Cinemax. I don't even know if they're around anymore. Cinemax. About when his documentary came out. And there's the HBO when they did the Mickey Mantle, I think it was. And a Ginter, another Army card. Million Pack March. Um, these here are when Topps. Oh goodness, what was the name of that thing? Project 2020. Gosh, it's been that long ago already. Uh, these, I'm sure that Sean had these. He had these specially made for Hank, um, in uniform and not. So these are really very unique. Signed on the back by Triple Crown 24. These are really cool. So thank you, Sean. I remember you getting those too, and that's really cool. This is a neat piece. I didn't even know he had this one. When Hank took over at first base for the Tigers, um, he replaced a guy named Harry Davis, and I didn't know that Sean had this cut auto of Harry Davis, the guy Hank replaced. So I think that's actually pretty cool. And let's see here. We got. This is actually something I've dabbled in. These are Washington Chronicle cards from George Washington. It came out a couple years ago. I didn't know he had any of these. These are a pack of. It's got some short prints in them, serial numbered, and some of the regular cards. So thank you for that, Sean. That was a very cool, unexpected piece there. Then I got a bunch of. Let's start over here. These are photographs. They're period. These were wire photos. These are not off the original negative. These are off a negative that it could have been second, third, fourth generation. That they would get the original. It would be made into a photo that was sold to the newspaper, and then afterwards they would make these wire photos that they could send around the country off of it. As you can see, most wire photos will have this. The information that usually would be on a tag on the back of the photo, on a piece of paper tag that would be attached. This is all typed at the bottom of the photo, and this is actually on the photo, so to speak, itself. But a nice collection here. I mean, look at this. This is like, how many photos are here? And this goes throughout his career. I mean, this one starts at 1941. Here's a one from in the service. And more in the service. Here's one with his mother and father. They're hard to find, some of these photos, so if you only have them as wire photos, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I collect those too. And plus you get some shots you'll never see again, just because Hank and his mother, Hank and his wife. So it's just, I mean, it's like probably 30, 40 photos here of just that. Now remember, I bought from him, the original deal was like for 5, 6 photos. So he sends me all these. Now these are all reprints. This is a Conlon reprint from 33, which I actually have the original photo on that one. But these are some nice oversized. They must be like 8 by 12 or something like that. Him and Schoolboy Rowe. Back in the day, they were both kind of two of the tallest players in baseball. They were both, I think Schoolboy was like 6'4" and Hank was 6'3". And just all kinds of cool photos. This one's from 34 reprint. And another one with Hank and some kids. Hank with his parents. Great game action shot. Some more reprints. Great photo. 1935. Him with Goose Goslin and Charlie Gehringer. 3 Hall of Famers right there. Beautiful photo. Beautiful photo of Hank. And there's probably 30 or 40 of these. I mean, it's crazy. Sean, I don't know what to say, buddy. I mean, these are just fantastic. And then still more stuff coming. There's a stack of unused. This is a 1933 program. Uh, Detroit at Cleveland, June 4th, 1933. You can put notes on these. Greenberg was 1 for 4 in the game. Here's another program from 39. Some postcards. These are out of like Spalding guides, team photos that they put in the Spalding guides. Then some more. These are type 1s actually from later in Hank's career. That's a photo of his son actually, Steve, I believe, playing for the Rangers. Just really cool stuff. And the poor guy that replaced Hank in 41 when he went off to join the service. I think his name was Harris. I can't remember, but picture of him with his wife, with Ralph Kiner at the World Series one year, I think 47 or 48. So Sean, it's just crazy stuff. Now here are the ones I actually bought. All that was extra in the deal. I added a few bucks extra. He threw in all this, which is ridiculous. This is a nice 30s photograph of Hank. Beautiful picture. I don't remember if this was in the original deal or not. But Sean, you might have thrown this one in too. I'm not for sure if I remember. It's a beautiful photo of him though. I'll probably get that one slabbed up. I like this one, I always did, of him sitting at home with his dog. Another of my favorites, when this is in February of 47, before he'd been traded or sold to the Pirates, but he was still contemplating whether he wanted to play or not. Reporters came to his home and he was showing them his trophies he'd won over the years, his MVP. I think that one actually that he's holding was his most valuable player trophy for the Beaumont Exporters, kind of like the AAA in 32 before he went to the Tigers. Love that photo. This one is from December of 47. Hank had finished his 1 year with the Pirates, so he didn't really want to play again there with them. He had some offers to go play some other teams, but he took an offer with the Cleveland Indians. I think originally he was with their scouting department and their AAA team. And I've always liked this photo. That was on eBay, and I remember when Sean bought that one. That's a 1981 photo of Hank, a few years before he passed away, at a Washington bar or nightclub. And they actually had a photo of him on the wall. I guess, I'm not for sure, there's a Tigers pennant behind it. And I always liked looking up at it, and I'd love to give a nickel for his thoughts right then, as the elderly Hank Greenberg probably wasn't expecting to see that wherever he was at in Washington. And to see his photo up on the wall, I wonder what he was thinking right then. So I've always liked that photo a lot. And this is the main photo from the whole thing. So those that have stuck around, I appreciate it. This is a photo from March of 34, spring training. It does have the paper note on the back. It's just a picture. I'm not for sure. The D on the cap would mean 1933. But this is spring training, so it's possible they were still wearing that cap at spring training and maybe got their new uniforms more the start of the year with the English type D on the front instead. But anyways, it's one of the earlier photos you'll find of Hank. And it's his beautiful portrait. Just love it. It is one of the best photos of Hank out there. And Sean, I really appreciate you letting me buy that from you. because this is fantastic. So that is my video. Thank you, Sean. I can't thank you enough. What a deal. I really appreciate it. Just some beautiful stuff. Just, I mean, from what the deal we worked out, you just threw in way too much stuff. It's just unbelievable. But that just fits who you are. Just a really great guy and real nice, and I really appreciate it, buddy. And hopefully, though you don't collect Hank anymore, I can help you down the road find a few pieces for your collection, and we'll stay friends, Lord willing, for many, many years. But thank you, and thank you, Sean. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I just wanted to show everyone how generous and what a great guy Sean is. And it's an honor for me to have a big chunk of the Sean Teaford collection in my collection. And thank you again, Sean. All right, thank you for everybody watching, and take care, and Lord willing, we'll do it again.